Hey guys, so I am getting ready for going back to the modeling agency that I've been talking about since the time I started streaming. I told you guys I was a model dealer for casinos, and let me make sure that everything's all set to go before I start getting ready, because I have like an hour and 12 minutes. Well, I still have a lot more time than that, but yeah, I want to get it done as quickly as possible, so let me just get everything set up, and then you guys get to see how I put on my makeup and everything. Okay, I should be good to go. I am so tired today. I'm like dead shit tired. I'm not even kidding. Okay. Alright. I think I'm all good to go. Let me bring my tablet so I can read the chat. And bring this fucking thing so I can actually put my camera up. And let's get started. There goes my tablet. Did I fix it? Okay. So, as you guys know, I bought this thing now, so I don't have to use that stupid, ridiculous thing that I was using before when I was streaming, which was, it was this, like, little setup that I made using a waitress, like, it was like a waitress thing, a tray, and when I was using that waitress tray, I would use like a camera holder, and that's why my camera used to fall all the time when I was streaming. Okay, I think I'm all good to go. Let me go check to be sure. If I get a notification in the chat, I'll know. I'll hear it from my TV. I gotta hurry up and get ready. I don't have like a whole lot of time to spare, but you guys at least get to see how I get ready usually. Let me just adjust everything. Normally I don't wear my clothes when I get ready, but I didn't have a choice. I have to, considering all the stupid idiots that came from Chatterbait, because usually I'd be wearing just a bra, and only a bra. A bra and underwear, should I say. That's usually my lingerie when I'm at home, or I just don't wear a bra at all, but you know, I'd rather just wear my lingerie if I could, because it's more comfortable to me, especially since I'm wearing this fucking thing. It's actually very tough on my body to deal with. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go back to my model dealing job, and see if I get that job back, because as I told you guys, it was like $100,000 a year after taxes, and that's full time, and that's how I was able to afford like all the things that I have, and without it, well, you know, you get my point. I'll probably turn the camera just like there or something, because I gotta like see the fucking mirror. I don't care if you guys make fun of me looking all stupid at first, because I do look stupid when my hair is pulled back like that, but this is how I have to get ready. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I think I'm good to go. I'm gonna turn the camera back to where I had it. I don't know how to like zoom this out. Whatever. I don't fucking know. Let's take this thing back, because I have to sit down for a minute. Do my thing. Well, as you guys know, I am currently in the process of doing my makeup, which very few people around the world even get to see that. It's actually so rare that people almost never see me put on makeup. Don't worry. Everything will be a lot more interesting as soon as I start getting all the other shit out of the way. But right now, I have to let this set on my face. Because if I don't, well, it'll look really cakey or dry. And that's the normal case. Can't be having cakey, dry makeup. Weird, but maybe I should put the camera in front, like here, but it's like, I don't know, this stand, it looks stupid. give it about 2 more minutes, maybe 3 more minutes of my fucking makeup settling, and then you'll get to see how I put on the rest of the makeup. But for right now, what the hell else do I need? Now that I think about it, I should probably take this with me. We're going to make sure I have all my documents, because I need to make sure I bring that with me. Oh, I should show you guys the monitor that I'm using. So that's the new monitor and the new setup, so that way I can see what the hell my fucking video game looks like on the TV, and then whatever you guys are chatting or doing anything, I can see it now on my screen. And that's what you get, that's what I see. But yeah, it's a nice little upgrade finally for my gaming, because now I don't have to switch the source on my TV all the fucking time to make sure that my stream is live. Because operating off of one camera, or I mean one monitor, sucks. How's it feeling? About another minute or two and I can put the rest of my makeup on. So if you guys are wondering what kind of foundation I use, can that fucking focus in? I don't even know. It's called like CoverGirl plus Olay what the fuck is it? Simply Ageless. I can't see it because it's like backwards. It's hyaluronic complex, vitamin C, whatever the fuck, I don't know, 3-in-1 foundation. That's what I use. And then when I use the powder, I just pick any powder that's like good enough for the skin, for my skin tone specifically. And prior to all of that, I use this Master Maybelline Primer. It's like 30 SPF. I put that on right after, so I'll use this, and then I'll use this, then I'll blow dry my hair, and after I'm done putting on the primer and letting it sit on my face for a few minutes, that's when I use that. And as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, that's when I use that too. So this thing is like really tight on my hip, but this is the lower end skirt of like what I wear underneath. And normally I have like the undergarment. We don't wear the skirt as a model dealer. That's just an added on that I put on myself for when I go in public. And it helps me to like, yeah, blend in with society a little more appropriately, including on Twitch. I think my makeup is about to be done here soon, so, or should I say, ready for the powder. Am I all done? Ready to go? Okay. Alright. next I get this. And if your brush looks like that, it's too much. I try to keep it more like that, where it's like you could still see the powder, but it's not all clunky. And you'll just tap. Just into every crevice that you can get. No, what I look for when I'm up close is to make sure there's no cakiness. And there's not. So next I'll get any kind of cheap blush. Like, I know this one looks empty, but I actually have a shit ton more down here in this drawer. I just keep extra shit on me in case that I need it. And I try to use that one. It's empty, but it's actually more pink than you think. It just doesn't look like it on video. It's more like that. But the pink is like, I don't know, on video it doesn't look very pink. I don't know why. It's probably because the opacity or whatever the fuck, the saturation color is not right on my camera, which I use my phone for my camera, as you guys know. This should be not too much. Just tap it. So you can probably see it, but it's actually way more pink than you think. It just, I don't know why, but my camera doesn't show as pink as it's supposed to be. I'll get a little bit of regular powder, white powder, or should I say, yeah, face powder. And it's my, okay, I'm just making sure my audio is on. There's like something in my fucking contact. Ow. This one also has something inside of my contact. Okay, I think I got it. Alrighty. So now that I'm all done with that, now comes like the more brilliant part. This is like how I do my eyeliner. The one part that everybody always asks me, how the fuck do I do it? Well, you're about to find out. But before I do my eyeliner, because I put all that powder on my face, my eyebrows are kind of like lighter than they're supposed to be. So I'll just get water, put it on a towel. Get it around the eyelashes too, because I don't want my eyelashes to have powder. Get it around the lips. And just try not to get it anywhere else on my face. And that way, everything looks perfect. Now I can do the eyeliner, the one part that everybody's always been fucking asking me. How the hell do I do my eyeliner? Well, you're about to find out the wicked way that I do it. And it actually is a lot easier than you think. So first I use what's called Maybelline Master Precise. It's the only one of like two, because the other one looks like this. It's also Master Precise. So the difference is one has a bunch of pink letters, the other has 2 ribbons. The reason I use both of these is because it's almost like a tattoo. Like, you can rub it vigorously, it will not come off. You can cry, it won't come off. But the one thing that does get it off is actually, I use that. When I take off my makeup, I use Dawn soap. And people are like, why would you use Dawn soap? Well, it's because it's the only fucking thing that's really cheap. It comes in a big, abundant supply. And as long as you're moisturizing your face, like, right after you're done wiping off all your makeup with Dawn soap and water, and I use like this, I use aloe vera gel, I use the facial masks, and then I use like a hyaluronic acid thing. And that's how I use my beauty care, besides the derma rolling and all the other shit. And my face has always stayed pretty perfect throughout the years. But yeah, keep a close eye, and you're about to see how I do my eyeliner. Because like I said, I'm getting ready to go. I have to be there in about an hour and 50 minutes. You guys are gonna see me on stream the whole time, even when I'm driving to the fucking place in my Dodge Charger. You'll see all of my day, my daily day. But I'll probably like, I don't know how to like put this properly. I guess like I could just hold it in my hand while I'm doing this with my, okay, so the first thing I need to do is, if you see my ear, I actually try to line it here like that. So it's gonna look stupid at first, but it's gonna look brilliant after I'm done. This is a lot of concentration to do with just fucking holding up my camera and doing this. I don't do that normally. The key is to never close your eye, which a lot of people for some reason are not really good at doing. So if I bend my head forward like this and the arrow goes up, it's bad, okay? That shouldn't happen. So I draw a line right here. Because as I told you, it's supposed to point towards like the middle of my earlobe, okay? Don't worry about it looking stupid. It's gonna look really good after I'm done. The next key that I do is I do this. This one's the hard part. So if you can tell, this pen's actually kind of not drawing. Like if you look really closely, it's not drawing, so I have to get a new one. So let me get my new one out. And that's what it looks like. Okay, you guys ready? Like I said, don't blink. And now I have to close my eyes and make a rainbow. Since this pen is brand new, and I do mean like very brand new, I don't like to particularly fill in the color using the brand new pen, so I'll go back to the old one. And I'll use the old one to fill in the rest. Because my eyeliner uses a lot of ink, like we're talking a lot. I use like probably 4 pens in a month. And each of these go for like $10, $12 each, so I spend like quite a bit on it. Okay, now that I'm done with that part, I go back to the new pen. And this is where I'm gonna look really stupid, but before I go back to that one, let's go do the other eye first. I'm gonna try to draw this one a little more curved, so that way I don't have to do it again. This one's a little too low. I can tell already. I'm gonna have to edit it. And by that, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say I edit my eyeliner. Right now, I'm not too focused on being perfect. You shouldn't have to be. The one thing that a lot of people think is like, you need to be perfect with your eyeliner. You don't. There's a reason why I do it like this, and I'll show you. So always use the brand new pen to draw, so it's not like it's taking you multiple times to do it. And go back to the old pen, the one that's like running out of ink, and use that. Kind of like a paintbrush. Okay, now that I'm done, this is what it should look like. And as I bend my head over like that, ideally when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm looking for, is it at the proper angle? It shouldn't be like winging up too much, which it seems like this one's okay. This one needs to be lower. Okay, let me see. I think that's okay. Or is it like needing a little more at the end? Okay, so that one's done at the end. And now, this pen's like really, really dry. It means that it's getting really old. I'm probably just gonna toss it away. Okay, go back to the brand new pen. And I'm gonna draw like this. So we start from the lower end. Okay, don't worry about this one, because that one is what I call the error. So this is where it should start, is down here. And you're gonna just draw like a teardrop. Like that. Okay, so it looks like that, right? And then we're gonna do the other side real quick. So it should look like this. That's like the key. Thank you for that. But this is like what it looks like when I first start off. And then let me put the camera back up. Okay. So the magic trick to how I do my eyeliner is these. It's these Q-tips. So I get water on it, okay? So I can't really like show you because like there's only so much camera angle that I have. But usually I just use saliva. And that's like the quickest, easiest thing that I can do is saliva, okay? So let me get my camera back up in specific order because it looks a little low. Fucking there. No, it's a little too high. And I've got like fucking powder on my goddamn stand. Okay, so starting from here, I'm gonna cut through. Now you're starting to see how I get it right, okay? I'm gonna just use a little more water using from the sink. And this one I can tell is a little bit too low, but you don't want too much water on your eyeliner, on your Q-tips, because otherwise you'll smear off the powder. So my goal is to make sure that this is kind of pointing in a straight line and this one is more curving downward. And I use a second mirror on the right side to see what other people see. So not from my point of view, but from your point of view. Okay. So now all I gotta do is about somewhere around there. I think about there is good. The key idea is actually where it's the top of your eye, like in the cave concrete right here. In the the little indentation here, is that the eyeliner should touch the top of that, and then the bottom one should touch the bottom where the indentation of your eye is. And it should start to kind of shape in. I always look at the mirror to see if it's too high or if it's too low. And this one is definitely too high on the bottom. Yeah. And I'd see like now it's like curving properly, but I can tell that it's a little too far out. So for this one, and then we go through the top, and you're starting to see how I get it. So that's my secret, is I use Q-tips to get my makeup on. Now carefully, using the one that has the two ribbons, I'll trace out. I think that one's bending. It is, it's bending downward. That's not good. Good thing it's like not too hard of a fix. But you gotta be very careful with the two ribbon pen. It's very hard to get off once it dries. And now this one's looking pretty perfect. Now I just gotta make it a little thicker by getting this one and looking in the mirror, it looks good. Even from the forward angle, it's actually not too bad, although there is a little bit of thickness right here. There, that should be pretty perfect. And that's the result of one eye, okay? So when I'm like standing far away, it should be curved at about, not exactly a 45-degree angle, but getting close to it. And now I just gotta do the other eye. So again, going back to the same routine, grab these and start to cut. Make sure that before you start cutting the rest that you check to see if it's angled properly. I think it's pretty okay. But I can tell that the lower side is kind of fucked up. As I told you, don't worry about what it looks like initially, because that's the whole reason I use the Q-tips. Because I don't waste my time trying to use like stencils and shit. So now with that, and okay, check from the side. There. And since this one's looking fat on the top, and by fat I'm talking up here, grab this, close your eye, and just trace around it. Cut through. Grab another one. Slightly trace around it. Make sure it's not too wet, because if it's like cold, like if you can feel a lot of it, like a lot of wet liquid, means you're using too much water. Should be very faint. Okay, now I just gotta get this part again. I think that one's good. Yeah. And next. So now I have to check if it looks right. And this one looks a little stubbier and shorter. This one looks more like elongated and skinny. So that's where I do this. So you get it corrected. Go back to this pen, trace it through. And I think this one's almost done. Fuck. I feel like I made it like... Yeah, just a little bit too much. Hold on. Is this one doing okay? One's like okay. I feel like it's like really downward though. Probably cut it a little bit. Trim it out. Make it a little thinner. Okay. Another reason I really like this pen right here, it's very precise. It's like almost needle precise, like a pen. And it really helps to like correct the error, because this one's kind of fatter. Like, it may not look like it, but it actually is fatter. And it's kind of almost like a paintbrush. So it makes it very difficult to like do eyeliner. So now you get this thing, which I told you, the two ribbons you got to be careful with. I trace around the edges, just right in the center, because what happens is it makes it like a tattoo. It doesn't smear or smudge, except I just did it a little too early. Don't touch it for like a couple minutes. So if you ever like cry, get water in your eye, it'll never come off until you use like fucking vigorous scratching or Dawn soap. And this is how many errors I have today. Usually I can get it down to about this many errors, but sometimes I'll have twice as much errors than this. And by errors, I mean that's how much Q-tips I go through having to fucking fix that goddamn eyeliner. And now, I check my hands, make sure there's no eyeliner on it, because you don't want to touch your face and get it somewhere where you don't want it. Okay, now for the real part. These. So, these are rhinestones, as you guys seen on my stream. Okay, you have to clean them once in a while, because they get like glue on the bottom. Like, it's like, you can't really see it, but there's actually like glue on it, like you can see it now. And I'll just get saliva or something and just rub it off. Just rub it vigorously off. And the next thing is to get the other one. And just try to get that glue off, because it cakes up over time. That's why I buy these rhinestones from Michaels. Michaels is like a arts and crafts store. I'll buy different ones, but I like the purples. And so now that I'm done, you get the tweezers, and you'll hold it right there with the tweezers. And I use Duo eyelash glue, and you'll just like put it, you'll just put like very tiny amount on it, on the side that's gonna touch your skin. And I'll just put it right here and move my finger on it. The reason I use eyelash glue for rhinestones is because eyelash glue is what we use for eyelashes, which is usually pretty safe for your skin. And I'll look at the mirror and make sure it's positioned right. And I'll just like move it with my finger if I have to. And I'll get the other one. And put some glue on that one. Son of a bitch, where'd it go? Put that also on there. And there, it looks good. Okay. Now for the last two pieces. These. And we'll get some glue. I'll put on just about that much. Not too much, but just enough. And that, I think it's like how it should look. And get the other one. Make sure there's like no fuzzies or anything, no eyelashes sticking out, because they'll stab your eye. I think I got it. My right one feels a little weird though, so I'll recorrect it. Feels better. Yeah, it is. It really is. It really fucking is. And I'll just get the crevices of the eye. And I'll look up, try to do some of this. And that should be good. Now that I'm all done, thank God. Get the eyelash glue off my hands. And then turn on my hair straightener. And now I can take these ridiculous things out of my head finally. I try not to, like, after I put on the eyelashes, I try not to, like, let my hair touch it because it will push it down. And I just wait until my nose can properly feel the heat off this thing. Because once I feel like it's hot enough, I'll know. I'll just let that sit for a second. But yeah, it's the top outfit. This is the lower side of it. Like that. And I wear it because I like to stay, I don't know, warm. And this is the rest of the outfit. It's like down here to up here. And that's the underwear part. It's like like that. That's like the underwear part. And that's the model dealing outfit. And once I'm done getting this hair thing in my... Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's just about the right the right temperature. Okay, so I'll get the bottom. I do plan to stream games later, but it is like 10:39 in the morning. Normally I don't stay awake this late. I mean, or, you know, this early. I usually go to bed around 6 or 7 in the morning. So for me to be awake at fucking whatever time it took for me to wake up at 7 o'clock, which is basically the time I sleep, and to have to get ready at the time that I'm usually about to go to bed, I'm dead ass tired. I went to bed around like midnight, but still, I woke up at like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So I had to decide to like want this to be like further away. There. But yeah, I had to fucking wake up and get ready during a time I'm usually asleep. And it sucks because once I come home, it's gonna fuck with my sleeping cycle. But this job pays like $6,000 to about $8,000 a month after taxes. So doing that full time is like roughly about $100,000 a year. Same old shit that you see in regular casinos. You know, the dealers deal blackjack, craps, roulette, pie gow, Texas Hold'em games. That's what I do in my job at all the casinos I've been to. But the model dealers, we wear like more skimpier clothing, and each place is different. But this one is supposed to be for like the swimming pool. Like I'm supposed to wear like a bikini outfit or something like that. So, thank you. So that's why I'm getting ready right now, is because I want to get my fucking job back. I can't stand being at the place that I'm at. The dealer outfit that I wear, it's not ugly, it's just, it's not for me. And at the same time, the pay is like barely a fifth, not even a fifth of what I used to make. And it's fucking horrific. Like I'm like hurting so bad for money that I can't even like barely eat properly. And I had to get into streaming because I had to do something different. Like I can't land a cocktailing job because apparently you have to know somebody. I don't know fucking nobody. You guys know that I've been indoors for like 25 years, never even socialized with people, you know? So that's why I became a dealer. Even though I study science, even though I do survival and all that other Tomb Raider shit, that's the reason I became a dealer, is so I can afford all that equipment to do the treasure hunting. But how the hell am I supposed to afford a $70,000 of equipment if I'm making fucking useless ass money as a regular dealer? But as a model dealer, I can survive. I can buy better stuff at a much faster rate. I don't have to wait fucking 10, 20 years for this shit. And that's why I became a model dealer. That's why I'm going back today. Is because I fucked up. Some drama happened and I lost my temper. Because you guys know I'm hot-headed when it comes to fucking people being stupid. Okay? And I lost my temper with one fucking invisible guy. He was an invisible guy. Surveillance. Real piece of shit. No one fucking likes him. No one knows he exists. And hell, if he dies, probably no one even knows who the fuck he even is anyway. An existent piece of shit. But I flipped his ass off. I went straight up to a camera in the middle of a hallway when no one else was there, and I'm just like, go fuck yourself. And that's how I lost my model dealing job. No one else saw it, you know, just him. But that was enough for me to lose my model dealing job. And now I'm going back because the owner asked for me to come back. And that's what I'm doing today. Finally, I can hopefully redeem myself and, you know. Let me get the back of my head because I can't see the back of my fucking head right now. God damn it. My fucking cord keeps on getting caught in the fucking cabinets. Pisses me off so much. And there's so much dust on my fucking mirror. Okay, back of my head is done. Thank you. I hope I can get it back too, because I really, really cannot stand my current job. I've almost quit quite a handful of times. Not that it's drama. My casino loves me. And you know, they're very sweet people. They're all elderly, but these people are like 3 times my age. Okay, like everybody in that casino is senior citizen. And I'm like one of maybe 5 people who is actually like really young and doesn't look, and I'm probably like one of the only fewest of people in that casino who looks the way that I do, while everybody else looks like a normal person. And the pay is just atrocious. Okay? Most dealers in casinos, when it comes to like low-end ones, are probably like $30,000 a year. And then when it goes to like middle-class ones, it's like $50,000, $60,000 a year. And then once you're at the top of the top, it's like 90, 85 to about 120, 140,000 a year. And the one I'm at doesn't even hit 50. It's sad. And unless you know somebody or get really lucky that one of the older people like passes away and opens a spot, now you've got you against like probably 10,000 other dealers who are trying to get that one fucking position that pays 85 to 100,000. Good luck with that, you know? That's why I wanted to be a model dealer, is because I'm not gonna wait through a union for fucking years to get a spot. I'm not gonna be alive by then. My fucking cancer will kill me by then, you know? I don't have 15 years. I'll probably die like within the next 10, maybe the next 8. I know my lungs are fucking up over time. I've been feeling not so good these days, but that's why I decided to do all this shit that I'm doing in my life, because I'm trying to live it to the fullest and do all the things that I never got to after spending 2 decades in a fucking dark room by myself. And that's why I decided to become a streamer, to document my life and play games, get a name out there for me, hopefully live and make some income off of it, and provide all of the entertainment for the years, doing gaming, behind the scenes, treasure hunting, haunted houses and haunted fucking places that no one will ever go to, And maybe one day when I'm in outer space, because I told you guys I study science, is that I do want to see outer space. And I'm not talking through NASA or SpaceX or whatever the fuck. I want to explore it on my own. And I want people to see it when I stream it, you know? I want to. It's like my goal. But, where's my clips at? I don't even know where my clips are. Hold on a second. 80,000. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. You guys, you think I'm kidding? No. It's really like, low-end casinos, okay, like really, really shitty ones. You get your hourly, which is like 12 an hour. And then, when you calculate full-time, minus about the average of 17 to 18% tax, it's about like 1,600 total in a month for your full-time. And then if you calculate the daily tips, which some casinos are one of three rules. You either keep your own, or you share with the dealers, or you keep your own or share with the dealers, but they are not taxed. And some days, like as a model dealer for me, I can pull 350, 800 in a night. But for regular dealers, in really shitty casinos, it's probably like $40, $55, maybe a day, $50. And then for upper casinos, it's like 100 to about 130, 150 a day in your tips plus your hourly. And then for higher end casinos, like we're talking like middle high, is about 200, 225, give or say. And then like the higher of like the top of the top is about 300 to 1,000 a night, which even outclasses my fucking pay as a model dealer. And that's why you make 85 to 120,000 a year. It's not a joke. Like that's why so many people become a dealer and they never get out of the fucking casino. And everybody who comes in the casino, I've been an expert on gambling for years. Like I am one of the smartest people you'll ever run into when it comes to knowing strategy about gambling. But the thing is that the general rule is, unless you have a bankroll, and I'm talking a really, really big bankroll, you're not going to really be able to effectively use most of the methods that you try to use in a regular casino. A lot of the times, what's the biggest problem is a lot of players are too fucking scared to play big. They always play minimum bet, lowest fucking amount. And they wonder why they never make money. Is because statistically, like the longer you play, the more chances you are going to lose all of that money in the long run. So you might be doing well for 3 hours, but then you've been staying there for 6 hours at the same fucking table. And I've seen people lose it all, you know? It's just a common rule. There is no fucking like cheating or any kind of, you know, dealers working for the casino and, oh, don't trust the deal. We could give a fucking shit what the fuck the casino wants, okay? All we want as a dealer is to hope that we get paid enough and to hope that we actually can survive. And we could really give a shit about how much the money the casino makes, because if unless it's tip, you know, like we're talking tips, okay? That's the only thing we survive off of. We don't survive off nothing about the casino making money. That is for the director of operations and the casino manager and the assistant casino manager. And what the fuck else is there? There's like another rank. But the casino manager, assistant casino manager, and not to mention the director of operations for table games are the three people who actually get a percentage of like how much the casino generates out of the year, like a bonus. And that's the reason why the casino uses such shitty ass fucking tactics to kick your ass. And we're talking like microchipped automatic shufflers, like Shuffle Star as example. And there's like a couple others I could name. Or even how they have automatic shufflers at the fucking poker table. Or hell, even the slot machine, which uses what's called the crane game theory, where unless it takes a certain amount of profit, it's never going to pay out. And once it does take its certain profit where it can pay off the vendor and the fucking like casino's profit, then it'll start playing fairly, okay? And at that point that it starts playing fairly, if it hasn't paid out anything big, it goes into bonus mode, where bonus mode all of a sudden it's taken too much money that like it just, you could put in 10 bucks and boom, it just hits fucking huge. That's why it's called the crane game theory. But people are too fucking stubborn that they don't want to fucking listen. You know, I tell them all the time, don't blame me, blame the fucking machine. And they're like, oh no, oh, change the dealer. Like, go fuck yourself. You're just a fucking idiot. That's why you don't know anything. That's why you don't win anything. You know? I try to educate people using logic and statistics and physics and all this other shit. And all they want to believe in is, oh, there's some supernatural fucking spirit at this table. Oh, I don't want to see a 7 on the dice. It's bad luck, bad luck. You know, it's just stupid. People are so fucking retarded. It's unreal. But yeah, that's... And then they hear about the term professional gambler. Every time someone hears professional gambler, okay, professional gambler is not somebody who has a lot of money. A professional gambler is somebody who follows a set of rules, who follows a set of discipline, who follows the experience and mistakes that they've made and strictly sticks to that discipline, okay? That you play as an advantage player. You know exactly what methods kicks the shit out of the casino at a higher percentage chance, and you stick with it. You don't get greedy. You don't get all like, oh, I gotta double down on this, I'm feeling good. Okay, that's how you fucking lose, is because you're getting, you're acting on impulse rather than logic. Okay, it's the same thing, like the dice at the table. It's not rigged. You can fucking look in it, you can put a magnet to it. It's just gelatin. It's physics. Okay, it's physics, it's statistics, it's aerodynamics, it's all kinds of things like that. And people are like, oh no, it's the motherfucker over there had a 7, it's gonna 7 out, turn off all my bets. It's just stupid people. You're fucking retarded. It's absolutely unreal, you know? This is why people don't win. Because you don't want to fucking use math, you don't want to use logic. What's it called? Where's my clips at? Hold on. Let's go find my clips. I need to go find them. Maybe one day I'll teach you guys the methods that I've created over the years for gambling. But not until I become a bigger streamer, okay? And I actually can make a living or something. Because until I'm out of the casino industry, it's not a good idea that I teach all those methods. And I studied gambling for 20 years, okay? Since I was a little kid. I've always played gambling on all my RPG games, like Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest has a casino. Dead or Alive Extreme 2 has a casino. They have all kinds of things. I got into gambling strategies since I was like a little girl, okay? And roulette is my specialty. I'm actually like the elite of all elites because I know everything about that game. Everything. And maybe one day I'll teach you guys, you know, someday. But until then, I stick to gaming for streams, and hopefully become a treasure hunter. You know, I'm buying all that equipment. What time is it? What time is it? It's 10:57. I have to hurry up and leave. You guys will see me while I'm driving outside. But I do have to reset the stream because right now it's operating off my Wi-Fi, and the second I drive away, it's gonna fucking, you know, shut off the stream. So I'll have to redo it before I leave. No, wrong clip. God, give me this one. Shit irritates me. My hair's like it's too like dry right now. Like it's not moisturized enough. I can see it, I can feel it. It's like very staticky. It's because I used the wrong conditioner today. Like my hair is like sticking in all kinds of directions right now. There, I think I actually got a good position. The only problem is I have a gap in my head right here, and I don't like that. That's why you guys see me do this shit. So for blackjack, okay, so for blackjack, a lot of people always ask, oh, you know, what should I do based on the book? What does the book say? There's no fucking book, okay? There's no fucking book. There's never been a fucking book. What you're listening to is the common misconception that some dumbass who worked for a casino at one point came up with his own little theory about like what he should and what he should not hit on. And then it just blew up and everybody took it like, oh, what's the book say? What's the book say? There is no fucking book. No one learns about that shit, okay? There's like nothing that anyone has ever learned in a casino about a book. And the thing is that what you're really listening to is what the common belief is of what you should be doing on your hands. But what you need to think about instead is how many cards can bust you. So for example, if you actually look at one single card, one set of cards in a deck, for example, like the 10s and the 9s and the 8s and all that stuff. There are 52 cards in a deck. 4 of them are aces. 4 of them are 9s and 8s and 2s and 3s. But out of the face cards, however, anything that's a 10 value, 30-something%, it's like 33 or 34% of the deck is face value. And the rest of them is about 7.5%. So that means that, for example, let's say, that's my alarm to leave. So let's say, for example, that you have a 12. And people are like, oh, well, I might bust on a 12. You have about a 30% chance that you're going to bust on a 12. About a 33%, because about 33 to 34% of the deck is a 10 value card. I don't care how many fucking decks are in that goddamn thing, that shuffler, okay? If there's 6 or 8 decks, 30% of those cards, 34% of those cards are 10 value. You have about a 34% chance that you're gonna fucking bust. There's no point in even counting the cards anymore because the automatic shuffler positions the cards in a specific way that the computer can recognize if the card is right or wrong. Okay, and I know this because, for example, when I'm in a casino, if a card is like, for example, missing out of the shuffler, it will literally send an alert that one of the cards is missing, and it will know exactly which one it is. And there's no possible way that a machine could do that unless it actually scanned the cards and actually knew by serial number or some invisible ink or some invisible barcode that this card belongs to the shuffler, which means that by microchip, it's positioning the cards exactly the way that it wants to and makes a decision of how it dispenses the cards based on the statistics of behavior that it's analyzed over the years. It knows exactly what the hell players are doing after years and years of analyzing the common things that people do. So when you're thinking, oh, I should probably stay on a 12, you have a 34% chance you're going to bust, okay? The rest of the cards are 7.5% for each one, you know? And the thing is like, if 2 cards can bust you, the 10 and the 9, then that is 34% plus 7%, okay? You have about a 40% chance of busting. This is like the quickest way that you can calculate these things. Don't ever believe, oh, I have to split these 10s, okay? Or I have to fucking stay on a 12 or double down on a fucking 11, because I'm going to tell you that half of the time there's a reason why you're losing is because you're doing the same stupid shit that everybody else is. What you should be paying attention to is how much your chances of actually making that decision is going to fuck you up or not. So for example, don't ever split 10s. If you have a perfect 20, okay, don't be splitting that shit. Don't get greedy. If you have an 11 or an 8 or a 7, don't be trying to double down on your bet, okay? You don't know if the next card that comes out is going to be a fucking 3 or 2, and suddenly now your whole hand total is like a 15 or a 12 or a 13, and now you can't even hit anymore because you fucking stopped yourself with a stupid double down. The idea is don't ever really make a stupid, greedy mistake, you know, like don't make a decision based off of greed. Do a logic. It's better to stay on your 20 than it is to split it and split another fucking 10 if you get another one, and split another 10 if you get another one, just because you suddenly think that you're going to magically win all of it. Always go for what could be possibly the highest guaranteed hand for you to win. You know, people make these stupid mistakes all the time. And then they play these bonuses. The only time you should be playing a bonus is if it's a jackpot or if it's the free bet, which is called the pot of gold. Okay, the pot of gold is the reason you should be playing free bet. If you're not playing pot of gold, you're a fucking retard, you know? And I mean, I don't care if you don't think it's gonna win. The one time that you don't fucking do it, that's exactly when it pays. And people just don't listen, you know? This is ridiculous. I don't understand people. But, so for example, another thing about roulette, I'll teach you guys something before I leave. I am the expert, and I can guarantee you this with my life. There is no information on YouTube. There is no article. There is no PDF. There is no school. There is no college. There is no book. There is no professional gambler. There is no fucking expert analyst who has ever figured out what I do, okay? Because I designed this system myself. It took me 20 years to do this shit. The first rule about roulette, no matter if it's a straight up, a split, a corner, a street, a line, a row, or a column bet, or a red and black, odd and even, 1 through 19, and 1 through 18 and 19 to 36, they all pay the same. Even though one of them is 35 to 1, 17 to 1, 8 to 1, 11 to 1, all these other fucking little ratios, they all pay the same, and I'll teach you how. So let's say I have $4, and I pick 4 numbers, $1 per number, okay? So if I pick 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, they are right next to each other like a box. I put $1 on each one, okay? $4, 4 numbers. A single number, if it hits, pays 35. However, what do? They take that marker, they put it on top of the dollar, and they pay you 35. They take the marker off. Where's your dollar? It's still on the table, so you actually have 36. So you have $36, but you played 4, so your profit is $32. You spent 4 for 4 numbers, $1 each, and your profit is 32. Okay? So if you take the same $4 and you do $2 on a split and $2 on a split, it pays 17 to 1. 17 times $2 is 34. Plus the marker that's on top of your $2. Once they lift it off, you pick up the $2, you have 36. Minus the $4 you spent, 2 and 2 on a split. Your profit's 32. It's the same thing. How about if you take the same $4 and you put it right in the middle of all 4 numbers? It pays 8 to 1. 8 times 4 is 32. Plus the $4 on the table is 36. Minus the $4 that you just played, your profit's 32. Even if you did 1 through 12, $1 each, your profit's 24. If you did the same thing, put $12 on first row, your profit's 24. You do this for 18 numbers, red, black, odd, even, whatever the hell. It's all the goddamn same. So this means that mathematically, if you actually know what the hell you're putting on each number, you can actually pay yourself to break even on the total amount that you put on the table. So for example, if I'm playing $36 on roulette, okay, then that means that I need to make sure every number that I'm covering pays me no less than $36 each, so I can break even or profit. You get where I'm getting at? And this is the reason they make you use plastic chips, the ones that have no value, is because mentally people are fucking too stupid to realize the mathematics of how much they're putting. They just grab a bunch of chips, start sticking it all over the place, and they don't even know how much they're profiting or losing on each number, or how much they just played. And this is why people lose all the time on roulette, is because it's a game of actually strength and mathematics. You actually really need to know what you're doing. So there's actually something that I designed called overlapping. Okay, overlapping is, for example, if I play black on a roulette table, all the numbers that are black are going to be covered. However, if I play black and let's say a bunch of other numbers, I might have replayed extra money on numbers I've already covered by playing black. So if I play black and let's say first row, which is numbers 1 through 12, then all the numbers that are between 1 through 12 that are black just got replayed again. It's wasted money. That is what's called overlapping. You only have one chance to finally guess where the hell the ball is going to land. And you're wasting money on a bet that you've already covered. It doesn't make no sense. If mathematically it's already breaking even or paying you more, then there's no reason to put any more on that. And that's what I'm saying, is that this is why people use plastic chips, is because psychologically, the more that's sitting in front of you, the more you think that you have. But they don't realize they're just playing dollars. But that's the thing, is that you really need to take a look at what you're covering. So for example, one of the easiest methods I ever made when it came to roulette is called X formation, okay? If you actually look at a roulette table, and you can look back at this video anytime you need to, this was the first method I ever designed when I was a little kid. I was like 8 years old when I designed it. It's called X formation. So 1 through 18 covers numbers 1 through 18, which is the left hand of the whole roulette table. You have first row, second row, and third row. First row is 1 through 12, second row is 13 through 24, and the last one is 25 through 36. They are separated into 3 different segments, okay, 12 numbers each. 1 through 18 covers 1 through 18. So if I play first row alongside it, I just replayed 1 through 12 all over again. It was wasted money. So if I have $200, for example, we know that 1 through 18, odd, even, black, red, and 19 through 36, the 6 bottom bets on roulette, okay, red, black, odd, even, 1 through 18, 19 through 36, they all pay even money. Even money means double, okay? If you have $100 on it, you get 200. First row, second row, and third row, which is 12, 12, and 12, pay triple, otherwise known as 2 to 1. If you have $100 on it, you have now 300, okay? So let's say this. Knowing this information, if you have 2 bets, for example, $200, and let's play 1 through 18. 1 through 18 covers the whole left hand of the table, okay? It pays double. So if I have $200 and we know it pays double, then what's $200 divided by 2? It's 100. So if I put $100 on 1 through 18, 18 numbers of the left hand of the table pay me back the total of 200, which is the total I'm playing on the table. So the other 100, which I didn't use, okay, 100's on 1 through 18, where does the other 100 go? If I already covered 1 through 18 using that one bet, which is 1 through 18, then I don't need to play 1 through 18 anymore. So first row is useless because that's 1 through 12. The second row is useless because 13 through 24, okay, there's 13 through 18, which means that I just wasted half of that fucking bet on numbers I've already covered. But the last row is 25 through 36. There is no overlap. 1 through 18, 25 through 36, there's no overlap. It means that the numbers 19 through 24 are the ones that I can lose on, including the 2 zeros. There should be absolutely no fucking reason you're playing a 3-0 game. You're fucking retarded if you are, okay? Because the more numbers there are, the more statistics that you're going to lose. You should be trying to narrow as many numbers as are on the table. So knowing this, 1 through 18 and third row. Why? Because 1 through 18 pays double. So if I have $200, what's going to break even? My $200 divided by 2 is 100. So 100 goes here. The other 100 goes on third row, which third row is 25 through 36. It pays triple, which means that you covered 12 numbers plus 18 numbers in 2 bets. That is 30 numbers. There are 36 numbers on a roulette table, and for each 0, that's an additional number. So on a double 0 table, there are 38 numbers total. By playing 1 through 18 and 19 in third row, you covered 30 out of 38. That is a 79% chance that you're going to break even or win. But I know that the third row has less numbers, and 1 through 18, you're more likely to just break even. So why don't we do it backwards? This is what's called backwards X formation. If we know that third row pays triple, then $300, for example, divided by 3 is 100. So if I put 100 on third row, It pays 300, which breaks even. I have $200 left. Put it on 1 through 18, it pays double, it pays 400. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure that all of your bets are paying you equivalent to the total amount that you're playing on the table. And then the rest of it should be going to whatever the hell else that you haven't covered that profits you. That way you have like the highest odds possible. On a single zero table, that is an 81% chance. On the double zero, that is a 79% chance. But the highest method I ever designed out of 550 methods that I created over the years is a 94.5%. It is the highest ever known in all of history of gambling. And I can even prove that roulette pays better than blackjack at a perfect 50% chance. 'Cause according to the Wizard of Odds, which is like some gambling fucking, analyst website or whatever, they say that blackjack is a 42% chance to win and an 8% chance to break even. That is bullshit, okay? That total is 50%. You're more likely winning blackjack maybe 25, 24% of the time. And the reason why is because every time there's another player at the table, they fuck with your methods by splitting, double down, and hitting on the numbers that you're not supposed to. Okay, the only time it's a perfect 50% chance is if you're playing a single deck or a double deck and you're by yourself and there's no one else to fuck up with your method, okay? So let's say this, if I have $36 on roulette, on blackjack, if I just win, right? Not a blackjack, but just win, I win $36 profit at a supposedly 42% chance to win, 8% chance to break even. So I have a total of 36 and 36 is now $72. However, if I take that same $36 to a roulette table, which we know that it pays 35 to 1, plus the 1 on the table, that's 36. So that means that if I have $36 on a roulette table, a single number only needs $1 to break even at $36. So if I take 50% of 38 numbers, because as I told you, roulette has 36 numbers and 2 zeros, right? Is that you'll have a total of 38 numbers. What is 50% of 38? It is 19 numbers. That means that if you take your calculator and you were trying to imitate blackjack as an example, okay, blackjack being a 42% chance to win, 8% chance to break even at a total of 50%, then we need 19 numbers on roulette. An 8% chance on roulette is 3 numbers. 3 numbers has $1 each, it pays you 36. I have $36, I spent 3. Now I have 33 left. But I need 16 more numbers to break even at 50%, right? So, knowing this, 16 numbers, I have $33. Is 33 divisible by 16? No, it comes out a decimal. So take away $1, set it on the side. I have so now I have $32. Is 32 divisible by 16? Yes, it's $2 per number. So 16 numbers has $2 each and it pays what? 36 times 2, $72. Plus the $1 extra that you left on the side, and that gives you 73. On blackjack, we had $36. We won 36. We have 72 at a supposedly 50% chance. On roulette, however, at a 50% chance, I played $36. I ended up at 73. So that means for every $36 that you're playing at roulette, you're profiting $1 more. And it is a perfect, consistent 50% chance. It does not change because there's only 38 numbers on the wheel. It's not gonna fucking change out of nowhere, okay? You have 19 numbers covered, that is a perfect 50% chance, and you're profiting that extra $1 every $36. So this means that all that misconception of belief that blackjack was the highest paying game and the fucking, highest odds, no, it's not. It's actually roulette. I can imitate almost any fucking game whatsoever using just roulette if you mathematically know what you're doing. But this is what I used to do for a living pre-COVID. I used to teach this shit to people to kick the shit out of the casino. And now look at it, I'm working for the casino now because after COVID, no one gambles anymore. So I had to make a new living. But yeah, I'm the expert of roulette. I am the smartest person when it comes to that game. This kind of information doesn't exist anywhere. Like nothing. All the methods I created myself. Anyways, it is almost 11:18. I have to get ready soon, so hold on. Anyways, there's no single zero roulette tables. There was one at my old casino a couple years ago. I work in the poker. Oh, you work in poker? That's nice. I actually always wanted to go to poker, but the thing is like, it's too much competition, you know? It's a very relaxing environment. I would enjoy it so much, but sadly, I didn't really study poker like I should have. I probably should have gone with that first. But yeah, you know, in the future, when I probably play a game for gambling, if I ever do, I'll show you guys some cool shit, but I won't probably do this until I'm really, really like decently pulling in a crowd for my streams, because I don't want to be teaching this shit while I got like no one to fucking teach it to, you know? I want to actually build my name out there, like for Twitch and YouTube and all that other crap, you know? And that's why I do all this stuff. So by the time I start treasure hunting, you guys will already have a big old crowd to watch me do it out in the middle of nowhere. When I'm fucking dying, or, I don't know, getting eaten or bitten by a fucking crocodile or an alligator or something. I almost said crocagator. I've slept for 3 or 4 hours, so don't judge me. Let me see, what time is it? Made a lot, that's good. Yeah, I actually don't really use VR chat, by the way. I don't really like VR all that much. I guess like the reason why is because I'm not really doing it for, I'm not really streaming for IRL, to be honest. The reason I stream is because I'm trying to not only document my life, but also interact with people, you know, build a name, build a business, do gaming, competitive challenges and all this shit. So by the time I start treasure hunting, I already have my whole crew, you know? I want to make money off of not working for a company anymore, because I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm done working for companies. I can't stand this shit no more. And it's not just that, but I'm actually probably not going to live for much longer anyway if my cancer gets any worse. You know, it's been gradually getting there since 2019, but, you know, I'm managing it. And no, I do not intend to cure it, and I don't care to. Because if you guys have looked back at my old videos, or if you've been paying attention, there's no family, there's no friends, there's no nothing left. It's all gone, you know? It's been gone for many years. And so I don't have any care whatsoever about trying to live any longer than I need to. I gotta hurry up and leave, because I'll be back after I'm done, and hopefully with good news that I became a model dealer again. And when I do, you guys will know. Thank you for the follow. I heard the notification. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I'll be back to game later today. Although, don't quote me on it. I am very tired because I have kind of been, you know, awake since like what, 3 o'clock in the morning, which I usually go to bed at 7 in the morning, and I had to wake up at 7 to get ready. Hold on. Okay, making sure all of my equipment's here. And that's should probably put this in my bra. Get my fucking things on, because I gotta go and be there by 12. And I should have left by now, but I got caught up with roulette. I do this shit all the time. Every time I stream, I always get caught up in some fucking conversation. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it though. I need to be more aware of the time that I use. Oh no. It's not positioned right. it's your weekend, you're lucky. Yeah, I'll take it. Why not? I gotta go anyway. I will have to end the stream and then reboot it. But, you know, if I don't restream, just know it's because I'm in a rush. Because I won't be on it for very long anyway. I'd just be doing it just to drive. But I'm going to turn it off for right now. So I really appreciate you guys being here, seeing me put on my makeup, even though I look like horse shit when I don't wear makeup. But, you know, in time I hope to fix that. But I will be back. Okay? So, anyways, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I will see you guys soon. I will probably be restreaming here in about like 2 minutes or something when I'm, you know, so I can drive. Because right now, if I turn it off and I drive away, it's not gonna register because I'm connected to Wi-Fi right now. So I will see you guys soon. I have to hurry up. Bye bye. I'm gonna turn this shit off right now. Fuck is my computer? Oh my god. Bye guys. I'll see you soon. I'll teach you poker and you can come work for me if you need new scenery in North Carolina. Maybe one day. Hopefully I don't have to though, because I don't like dealing too much, to be honest. I'm kind of done with it. I'll see you guys soon though. Bye bye.